Welcome back, everybody, or welcome if you are new. Today we are at the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway in the Arca Menards series. I have not ran this track yet. I did some practice before this race, but this is literally the first race I'm doing at this track. Car number 3 out of 18 people here. I had some decent speed, I guess. Some of the really fast guys were at like an 18.2, 18.3. I was able to get to the 18.5s a couple times, the 18.6s a few times, and like consistently, I guess, in the 7s or 8s if I'm trying to do a qualifying time. But mainly, you just have to not wreck your car. It's very bumpy here. You can spin out going into the corners, coming off the corners pretty easily. Try not to get on the gas too hard through those bumps. Kind of wait till the car is straight. Brake a little early, let it roll.
One more lap.
That's how I'm dealing with this track. Ran a 6, okay, I'm okay with that. Because I only ran a 5 like 2 times, I think, the whole time I was running laps. But the main thing is just not wreck your car, because there's no cautions in this race. Arcas have no cautions, which is very fun. Ran a 7.32 the second lap. Not too bad. That's respectable, I guess. I'm not one of the faster one lap speeds here for sure. Especially because I've only had like 40 laps total maybe on this lap in these cars. So we're going to be about mid-pack, it looks like. Currently we're 8th out of 13 that have qualified, unfortunately. So we're going to have our work cut out for us trying to get through the field. Hopefully we can avoid the wrecks and not wreck ourselves. So I will pick it back up when we are about to grid up and go green. Alright, well, it looks like we're starting 10th. That's not ideal by any means. The fastest I ran in my blast practice was a 5.36. That literally would have put me 8th. So, not the greatest start, I would say. But all we have to do is try to outlast the other guys wrecking themselves. Kind of like Bristol, but this place kind of feels like Dover in a way. Not nearly as banked, but the wall off the corners pops up quick. So it feels like Dover a bunch to me.
You good?
Dover / like a Martinsville-ish kind of thing, but it's very bumpy. Very, very bumpy. No, not Martinsville, I wouldn't say, because Martinsville's pretty flat. Definitely feels like Dover, though. I can't think... kind of a Dover-Bristol together, but the Fairgrounds, this is fun. I like this track already. This is literally the first time I've ran it, so I'm excited to see how this goes. I saw how the practice was going, and people spinning out, going into corners, spinning out, coming off corners. I did it a good amount of times, mainly coming off corners, but I was actually getting that like middle line to work pretty well too. It's less bumpy up top. It's a lot smoother. So if you can get the outside to work, I would say go for it if you don't want to be in all the bumps coming off the corners. Should be an interesting race. Hopefully we just avoid everybody and everybody spins off of turn 2 going down the track. That's my goal. That's my hope, at least, not a goal, because I can't control that.
Alright, man. Line up on the outside.
My goal is to not do that myself. I think the longest I ran on tires was like 20-25 laps, which was still kind of slick in the corners. It wasn't too bad though. It got a little better than in the beginning, but going into corners, you could definitely overdrive it and get sideways going in if you hit the brakes a little too hard. So if you hit the brakes too hard going in, you get sideways. You hit the gas too hard coming off, you get sideways. It's just a fine line of not wrecking or trying not to.
Alright, man, we're going green next time. Bye.
Bottom's definitely the faster way around though. But handling wise, right like in this area right here, the second groove, like where the seam is, it's not very bumpy, and you can kind of just roll around these corners pretty easily. It's definitely not quicker though. And if you try to cut down the track and hit the gas at the same time coming off the corner, you'll spin out. I did that a couple times too. Trying to just see if it would work up top.
Alright, man. Race cars in.
Leader took off.
Green flag.
15 completely missed the start. He's just riding the wall. We love that. and the 15 came down, and we already have a 4 exit. I'm getting hooked by the yellow car behind me. That's great. Good start. Didn't even make it a corner. Because the 15 was stuck on the wall the entire front stretch. And then when he goes into the corner, he just turns off it, smacks us. And then the yellow car just pushes me through the corner and completely like turns me. Because I just felt my back end literally come up and just start turning. I had no control over that. I wasn't even on the gas, I don't think. So we're back to 14th. Not a great start. At least we didn't have any required damage. My car feels a little tighter, which I'm not mad about, to be honest. Because the car is pretty loose, normally. But at least we didn't get, like, fully destroyed. It doesn't feel like. I feel like mainly we had damage a little bit on the front left from getting turned and hitting somebody, and then, like, the right side. Like, the complete right side. I think it's like in the middle of the door or something, because I can't see it on my front right. This guy in front of me is losing it. Really don't want to be inside of him, but if he lets me by, I'm fine with that. Okay.
All clear, all clear.
Because when people spin, they go inside. I didn't really want to be there. So we're up to 12th. Moving on up, slowly. Still can get loose, I felt there. People coming out of the pits getting their stuff fixed. Probably got tires too, so they'll probably be a little faster. Hey, there's the orange car.
Outside. All clear, all clear. All right, man,
I gotta go back and see that start though, because that was kind of ridiculous overall. Like, yeah, I was 3 wide going into 1, but that's because the car in front of me rode the wall and going 20 miles an hour slower than everybody, so I had to just try to get around him because I thought he was going to stay on the wall, but he didn't. Okay, that's 11th place. Something happened to him. This guy is wrecking up here. He's already a lap down, though. Kind of nervous around this 7 car right here because he was already sideways. Please don't wreck into me. Say that and he's coming down the freaking corner on me, it looked like. You definitely get a good run on the outside and he's just riding the wall. Oh, and that's exactly what the 15 did right there. Pulled off the wall and went straight down with like a lane or 2. Got by him. He was scared. We're back to almost where we started. Just need one more guy to spin out, or I can catch the 18. I might be able to catch the 18 to be honest. I don't know where he exactly started. But we might be faster than him. See some smoke, so that's good signs. It's not really, but it gets my hopes up at least. We're like 3 seconds behind the guy in front of us. Trying to see if I'm catching him or not, really. That just might be somebody blinking, that white smoke right there. That keeps happening like once a lap, it looks like. Might be somebody blinking. If you guys have raced this, let me know how your races have gone. I don't know if they've been like a wreck fest or what, because this is my first time here, but turn 1 we were wrecking. I kind of expected wrecks, but not like that. And what car were you guys racing in when you went here? We're definitely catching the 18s, so that's good news. 15's probably on a little bit newer tires and actually a fresh car because he went and got his reset. I didn't want to have. I'm happy we didn't have required because then I would have to go down and use my fast repair, which that's not a bad thing. I just didn't want to go laps down doing it. That was the problem. When this 15 catches me with this new car, I'm gonna let him go because I don't want to battle with him and slow me down. I'll just let him go. He'll probably get me coming down the back stretch here. And I'll just go high.
Inside. Alright, man, that car is flat now. Stay high. All clear, all clear.
Watch him spin out right in front of me now. That would be my kind of luck. Or wreck this guy up here. Oh, this guy up here has damage too. Okay. He just doesn't have... He just wasn't in as big of a wreck, I guess, as me. Because my wreck was freaking like the back half of the field. From like 8th, 10th back, kinda. A couple people on the bottom got by, but that was about it. Tires are starting to feel tighter now. They're definitely wearing in. Or maybe I'm just overdriving it, but also might just be my car's not turning as well anymore from the damage. Just trying to take it easy into the corners and roll it. Try to get a good exit. Hopefully we can get by this 18 pretty easily.
Got one outside.
Don't come down on me, please. Scared me.
Stay low. All clear, all clear.
Okay, so that was good. So we're back to the top 10. I feel like I'm definitely going to lose iRacing in this race because 18 cars, we're already in the back half of it, and I'm car number 3. So, not good news for the iRacing on the oval side again. The oval side hates my iRacing right now. Like, it just keeps dropping. Dirt, I'm trying to get it back slowly because I had a couple bad races, I guess. Lost some. Definitely on the struggling side of the oval, though. Especially on this brand new track for me. Because the track came out a few weeks ago, during week 13, I believe. And I bought it, but I never ran it at all. I'm gonna go high and let this guy go. He's got fresher tires and stuff.
Alright, man, that car is flat now. Stay high. There's the car on the low side. All clear, all clear.
Please just don't spin out right in front of me. As I say that, he's like starting to lag around. Love that. And he's sideways going off the 4. I love that. Doesn't look like we're catching 9th. They are almost 5 seconds ahead. I'll keep note of that though. They're like 4-7, 4-8 ahead. 17 is trying hard to get some spots back, and there he goes. That's what I was saying, trying too hard. He wasn't getting anywhere with it because he's a lap down anyways. He was already in 16th. The guy in front of him up here is 17th a lap down, so he was lapping him again. Or going to, because he had fresh tires and everything.
Alright, man.
He had no reason to try to go that hard at all. But it's definitely a big group up there. There's at least 3 of them. The 8th, 9th, and 17th place guys. They're right on top of each other. Okay, 9th place guy has dropped back. He let the lap car by. That gained us a lot of time on him. If I could somehow get 9th out of this, I'd be happy. 9th or 8th. We still got half the race to do it. If I keep overdriving that corner, it's not going to help. I'm just hoping my tires aren't like just completely worn out by the end of this, because that seems to happen to me in these Arca races sometimes on these shorter tracks. Like Bristol, I completely burn out my tires by the end, normally. Speaking of Bristol Dirt next year in the NASCAR series, that will be quite interesting, I feel like. If Larson's back in the Cup car, which I assume is going to be at Hendricks, he's going to probably win that shit. He is so good on dirt, it is ridiculous. He's just talented in general. And if he's back in the Cup series next year in a Hendricks car, he might have a chance at winning that championship, to be honest. He was good in the 42, but that wasn't like the best kind of equipment. Hendrick has the equipment to do it. And I heard that they actually own the 57 number too, which is what he runs on dirt. I would love to see him in the 57 car on the Cup side. Oh, do not wreck. Holy crap, that guy, yeah, that guy is
Way to go.
lagging
Go
around.
get him.
I think that's the 8th place guy. The 16? Yeah, that is who that is. Leader's coming up now. They're 6 seconds back. They're so quick. They ran a freaking 2 in qualifying. Like, they were the only ones. Okay, lap car in 8th place. Love that. We're up to 9th now. Might be able to catch the 8th place guy now. Because we were already catching him. But now that helps us out a little bit more. Well, actually, no, it doesn't. Because he was kind of battling with the guys up there. They might have been slowing him down. I kind of want to run that middle lane. See if it's any quicker. I'm running like 20.3s, 20.4s. Might be able to roll this and get some more speed for the straightaways. As long as I don't wreck. I'll do this for a lap, see what my time is. I don't think it's going to be faster. Yeah, and he's kind of pulling away from me now. He pulled away like 2/10 already. Probably need to just run the bottom. Yeah, because he's kind of running that middle lane. And I can run the bottom, actually catching him then. If I run it correctly, at least. I don't want the leader to catch me, but I probably don't have a choice in that. They're probably going to, because they're only like 4.5 back. They might catch me right towards the end. If so, maybe they'll back off, because they have like nobody near them for a position. Nah, the guy in front of me is like maintaining speed, like we're about doing the same laps, so that's not great news. I was hoping I could catch him. Maybe get another spot out of it. Oh, there's a 16 again. He has fresh tires.
Right, man,
You might mess him up. Slow him up some. Trying to get by. Somebody's hit that outside wall coming off 4. Yeah, my car is just not handling the way that I would like it to. Probably because of the right side damage I have. Because it's just like plowing going into corners now. Oh, he actually caught him at a good spot. It didn't slow him up at all. But our right side's definitely hurting. But there, he's catching the group in front of him. Something might happen up there. Oh, what was that flash? That scared the crap out of me. Thought everything turned off for a second. I don't know if you guys saw that white flash that happened, but that scared the crap out of me.
Have a slow car on the bottom.
Is that for a position?
Slow car down low.
That's the lapped car. I know that. That's a 4 position. That's 8th place.
We have 10 to go. This
I will
time.
take that gladly.
Idiot.
Must have came up in front of the leader on the front stretch. I think he started just doing the burnout to turn around, but that's not what you should have done, especially when there's cars coming. But hey, we're up to 8th. That lap car catching them definitely hurt. Definitely hurt him. But 7th place is catching 6, so maybe something will happen there. I don't know. Oh, what happened to 7th place there? They went straight into the wall. What the hell happened to him? If he could keep doing that, that'd be fine. I don't know what he just did there, but I'll take that. Do it again. Please. This place is like harder on frames, just like Charlotte kind of is. I think it's because like the massive amount of people that are on the front stretch. It like dips the FPS down. It's so random. But I think it's the amount of people that are on the front stretch, because it's fine through like the turn 1 and 2, and partway down the back it starts to dip a little bit, then gets fine going into 3. I think it's the amount of people that's on the front stretch for sure. It's like Charlotte. Charlotte does the same thing when you get on the front stretch. I might not get lapped. He's 2.2 behind me. I would like if he just like backed off a little. That'd be great. Let me race the guy in front of me if I can catch him. Because he's getting followed by the guy that's behind me for position. And I think that guy's learning off of him. And he's been catching me with the leader. So I definitely don't want to get lapped. Because then he might pass me. But we only have a couple of laps left. Oh, there's a wrecked car. He's a lap down though. Unfortunate. Didn't know if that guy was going to come up the track or down the track, so I just went down just to be safe. Because most people would just floor it going forward. Most people won't just back up for no reason, unless they're like in the wall. There was this tiny gap to go between him and the wall, but there was no reason to try to risk that. Only 1.9 behind him. Leader's 1.2 behind me. He kind of lost the guy behind him to come up to me for a position, so that's good. I think he's kind of backed off some because he has nobody to race. Yeah, he got the white flag. I still got 2 more laps. Oh, that got sideways. Not like that. Somebody wrecked for a position on this last lap. I'm happy we've rebounded to 8th. That's good, at least. The minimum we're getting is 8th. That's nice. Wreck for a position. Do it. Help me out. I need to go back and see what happened on that first lap, though. Oh, we came back to 8th, though. Holy crap, they just wrecked. Rip. I'd like to go back and see what the hell happened that first corner, because the 15 just was stuck to the wall. 15 stuck to the wall the entire time. I was like half throttle. I'm just like, all right, I'm catching you. And then he comes all the way. He gets off the wall and just hooks it left going in the corner. Like, come on. And then the yellow gets on my bumper. That turns me. That kind of saved me from spinning. But yeah, we definitely got some right side damage. I thought it was more in the middle of the car. But that definitely got a good amount of the front end. Oh, that was really just mainly the front end, some of the front right. That's why it wasn't turning very well there towards the end. Tires definitely got worn out from that. But other than that, it was pretty solid race. Everything else considering. But God, that was such a bad first corner. Like, come on, man. Like, 15. Don't just turn down the track in the middle of the damn corner. I'm just trying to get by you because you're stuck and so slow. You had all the room in the world just to stay straight. Instead, you come straight down the track. There's kind of some netcode there, which sucks, but he definitely still would hit me regardless. And then the 18 could have checked up. Instead, he just hits me in the rear end. That sucks. It really sucks for the 17. He got screwed out of it. He got really screwed. Where did he finish? He finished second to last. That's awful. That's just something you can't avoid at that point, but I'm happy we rebounded for at least 8th. Still going to lose iRating for sure. Probably a little bit of safety. I wouldn't doubt it, but we only got a 4X, so maybe not that bad. But let's go see what we actually ended up losing. My guess is probably like 40 to 50, which is going to really hurt again, but let's go see what we ended up getting out of it. All right, results are in. Finishing 8th, we started 3rd, car number 3, we lost 21. Okay, we didn't lose as much as I expected. We lost 0.02 in the safety, which is fine. I still have plenty of safety on the oval side, but we only lost 21, which is kind of okay. I'm kind of happy about that. We didn't lose too much. Strength of field was 2074. There was a couple guys that had a lot higher iRating than I did. 3,800. Well, actually, he was just at 3,800 basically, and then he won the race, and then second place had 4,400, so they were a decent amount higher than me, so good race overall besides the first corner. First corner was awful. After that, pretty good. I was actually pretty happy with how that went, and the 6th place guy had the fastest lap of the race. That's kind of funny. He probably burnt out his tires or something because he was falling towards the end, I think, but I'm happy with how we did after that wreck, all things considering. I think we could have finished top 5-ish easily if we didn't end up in that wreck, so have higher hopes for running this next time. So hopefully we'll come back here soon in a different car maybe, or in the same series, different week. I don't know. I don't know the schedule all the way, or what else I'm going to run this series in. So we'll see later in the season, I guess. So appreciate you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more racing, and hopefully your guys' race went better than mine did, and at least get it past turn 1. That'd be great. So appreciate you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next race.